Okay, today we're going to do Excel spreadsheets. I'm going to show you a couple of things to do. So you work for a company called Root Trainer Trees. You're going to perform some clerical tasks for this company. All currency values should be in UK pound sterling with a pound sign. You've got to remember this, because throughout the paper, every time you work with currency, you've got to make it this. They're not going to tell you, okay? It says using a suitable software package, load the file trees.csv. So you go, you open Excel, and you go to your folder, which is on your desktop, and you go and open a folder called trees, because that's where I've put it in. Okay, we're going to open it. There it is, and we've opened it. Okay, using a suitable software package, load the files trees. Okay, so there it is. Let's get it in there. Organize my screen. What's the first thing we've got to do? In the species column, use the lookup function to show the full species name. Okay, use the code column for the lookup value. They're telling you what's the lookup value. And the file code.csv for the array, code.csv. We haven't got it in there, so what we do is we go back to our Excel over here, click on the next one. Can you see there? Rename it so you know what it's called. We're going to call it code, and there it is. Okay, we've called it code. You press enter, and now it says over here that we need to get this code.csv. So I've gone there, called it code, and now I must bring it into the spreadsheet. So we go to data, get external data. It's a CSV file, so then it's a text file. Okay, and there it is, code. You go import, delimited, make sure it's delimited, then next, make sure it's comma. See what happens? It made a line there. Comma. You go next. Must be day, month, year. And you go finish. You make sure it's in A1. Can you see the A1? And you go OK. Okay, so there's the thing. So we go back here to trees. Let's start again. In the species column, use the lookup function to show the full species name. Use the code column for the lookup value, code column for the lookup value, and the code.csv there as the array, which is quite easy to do now. You go equals fx, type in VLOOKUP here, VLOOKUP, press go, and it appears there. Then you go OK. So what's the lookup value? It says use the code column for the lookup value. So we go, you click on the data, not the heading, the data. Okay, what was the table array? Well, they said use the code.csv as a table array. You don't do the headings, you do the data. Can you see the data here? Not the headings, just the data. And you got to absolute cell reference it. So you highlight it and you press F4, okay, on your keyboard. F4, okay. Column index is 2. Always put in 2 there and go false. False, because we want to find the exact match. And you go OK. And there it is. See that little dot there in the corner? You go to it, you double click on it, and it puts it down. So all the information is done there. Can you see what I did? Okay. So we've done that. Enter the following data into the model. Okay, in weighting, we've got to put all that stuff in there. So weighting 1.27, yeah, 0.928, and here's going to go 1. Okay, and there's 1. It says name the cell containing 1.27 acid. So you click on there. How do you name it? Highlight that, you go ACID, and you press enter. If you don't press enter, it's not going to work. Acid. Next one, do the same thing. highlight that, call it alkaline, and press enter. And the next one, you're going to call it neutral. And there you've called it neutral. Okay, so we've done that. Let's see if it works. Click on that, acid, alkaline, neutral. Okay, format these 3 cells to 1 decimal place. Okay, so we must format it to 1 decimal place. Quite easy. Highlight it, right click, format cells, go to number, make it 1 decimal place, and you go OK. Okay, so we've done that. Can you see that? It's quite easy so far. Pull it down a bit. Use the countif function in cell B2 to count the number of acid entries in the pH column. It's telling you what to do. B2, there's B2. It says use the countif function to count the number of acid entries. So you highlight, it tells you the pH column, you must use the pH column. So there we go, down to the pH column, there it is. And you go comma, which means and, must be called, see if it's acid. And let's see. So it's going to count all the acids in the pH column. And what's going on here? Countif. Oh, I spelled the count wrong. Okay. Countif. It's better to click it on here. Okay. Countif. And there it goes. Can you see that? You just grab it here. You can absolute cell reference this here. So you highlight it, press F4 and press enter, and then all you do you grab it there and you pull it down. Okay, and it's telling why you absolute cell reference in this. It's telling it to only look from D7 to D42. Can't look anywhere else for this information. Okay, I'm going to take a break because I need a drink of water. Okay. Okay. It says here, enter the following data into the model. So let's do it. So they want the rate. The rate must be 0.12, 0.4, and 0.795. Okay, and there we go. And name the following cells as named range pot price. Only the data, not the headings. Remember that all the time. Okay, pot price. Pot price. Okay, can you see we've done it? You must press enter. Okay, let's see if it works. Highlight the data. It's called pot price, so we know it's working. Okay, in the pot price column, use the lookup function. In the pot column, use the lookup function to show the rate. To show the rate, or to show this. Use the size column for the lookup value, and the name range pot price for the array. Okay, so we want to show the rate. We want to show this over here. How do we do that? We want to bring this information into this table. So we use a lookup function. Okay, equals fx, type in VLOOKUP there, go, or click on there if it's there, and you go there. So what's the lookup value? It tells you here. Use the size column as the lookup value. Where's the size column? There it is. So use the size column as the lookup value. Click in the table array and use that, the pot price, as the table array, second and false. Okay, and you go okay, and there it is. Double click, see that little dot there again, you double click on it and it takes everything down. Okay, so it says replicate this formula so that the pot price for each tree is shown. We've done that because it's going down. Okay, so remember what it said right on top of the thing. You've got to remember it. All currency values should be UK pound sterling with a pound sign. Okay, so format currency must be to pound sign. Okay, so there we go. Let's get this back up here. Okay, now they want an if function. What do they want? Let's get this a bit better. They say in the pH column, in the soil column, use an if function to calculate the cost of the soil used. If the pH is acid, then multiply the name cell acid by the bare root price. So, what are we going to do? Okay, I'm just going to drink a sip of water, just hold on. Okay, so what did we say? We said we're going to use the if statement here in question 6. Use the countif function in cell B2. Use the countif function in cell B2. Oh, we've done that. Sorry. We're going to come down here. In the pot column, use the lookup function to show the rates. We've done that. And we're going to come down to our use statement. Here we are, question 13. Okay, in the soil column, use an if function to calculate the cost of the soil used. That's quite easy. So you're going to first of all go equals if open brackets. Okay. In the pH, if the pH column, there's a pH column. If it's acid, then multiply the name cell, which is that, the name cell, by the bare roots. Okay, so let's do it. If that is equal to that F4, so we're saying if this here is acid, then multiply the name cell, which we called acid here, by that. If not, then it must, then the next if statement says if this is alkaline, then they multiply the alkaline cell by the bare. If not, then it must be neutral, multiply it by the neutral one. Okay, so if A2 is that, what must it do then? Then multiply the name cell, which is acid, okay, by, multiply it by the bare root price. If not, can you see if not, then if D7 is equal to alkaline, which it is, then multiply this by this. Remember, always F4. There you go. And if not, they multiply D7 equals neutral, okay, and you doing that, F4, then multiply neutral by that, and you close it 3 times. Press enter, see what happens. And there it is. Can you see that? So we're doing the statement saying, it's saying if this, he's saying if this D7 is acid multiplied C2 by B. If not, then see if this is alkaline. If it is, multiply it by B. If D7 is neutral, then multiply C4 by B. And that's what it's exactly saying up there. Okay, let's have a look. If D7 equals acid, then multiply acid, because we named this cell acid, by F7. Because we named it F7, you don't have to put it in exclamation marks, because it's actually a number value there. Just say we named it acid. Okay. If this is alkaline, then use the alkaline to multiply that price to get the figure. If this is neutral, then use the neutral one to multiply with B to get a total there. Okay. And then you pull it down. Okay, and that's the pH value. Do you understand it? I hope you understand it. Okay. So the cost for every three. Okay, so then we're done. In the cost column, there, add together the pot and soil costs. Okay. So we know that, so soil, this must be the soil cost. What do we do with them? Right at the beginning it says, make all of them pounds, sterling, 2 decimal places. Okay. So in the cost column, what do they want? Add those two together. That's quite easy. That's equals sum SU, go to sum and go that plus that, enter, and down you go. Okay, so we must set the page on, we've done a format, the bare pot soil, cost columns as currency, pound sterling, 2 decimal places. Okay, save the page orientation to landscape. So you go there, page layout, orientation, landscape, and there it is. Okay, it says save the data model and print a copy of the sheet showing the formulas used. Make sure that the contents of all cells are visible and the printout fits on a single page. So you go to formulas, show formulas, there it is. You can see it's quite big. Make sure all your formulas are showing. Can you see that? All the formulas are showing. You can make this a bit smaller, this a bit smaller, this a bit smaller, okay, and this a bit smaller. Is your lookup showing? Okay, make sure all your formulas are showing. Okay, there we go. You can close this up a bit, and there we go. So page setup, remember we made it landscape. It's landscape, and you go to file, print preview, page setup, and it's got to fit to one page. Can you see there? Fit to one page wide or one page tall. Next, go to margins. Make the margins a bit smaller so that it all fits in. Okay, especially your left and right margins. Okay, you've done that. Then remember your header. Custom header. Put your name in it. Let's put another name in there. GH909 and my student number, and then that's about it. Okay, so your names appear in there, so that's fine. You go okay. So your name's in there, it's in the header, done a bit of on your margins, and you've made your 51 page wide. Okay, and then you go okay, and let's see it. There it is. Okay, and there's your formulas. Can you see that it fits on one page wide, It shows your formulas everywhere. Okay. And is your name on the page? Why doesn't it show your name? Oh yeah, there's your name. Okay. And you close print preview and you print it. Okay. Make sure your name's clearly visible. Okay. To go out of that again, you click on formulas and you click on there and it comes back. Okay, and then make sure your columns are made bigger again so that all your titles fit. Can you see that those titles don't fit? The maximum spice, everything's there. Soil can come a bit in now. And there we are. Piece size, rate, everything's showing. Okay, so what's the say next to do next? Make sure that your name can and number printed in the header of the page. Okay, set the page orientation to portrait. Okay, I'll show the formula used. Make sure you save the page orientation. Okay, so now you must set it to portrait. Page layout. They want it portrait, and they want you to print this. So you go file. Is it all your data showing? No, look there. That wasn't showing. Make sure all your data is showing, all your headings, you can read it. Then you go to File, Print, Print Preview, Page Setup, fit to 1 page wide by 1 page tall. It's portrait. You can fiddle with the margins, but you don't really have to. Okay. And put a header in. Joe Green in your header. Yep. And then you go OK. Actually, let's go there, go to the margins, make your top margin a bit more so that your name can appear. Okay, go OK, and close or print. You can print it there. Let's go and have a look, see what it looks like. There's your name. Can you see that? Okay, close print preview. So that's quite easy. You go, yeah. What's the next thing we must do? Okay, so save the data model and print the copy. Make sure that your name can and number. Hide rows 1 to 5. Okay, so they want you to hide rows 1 to 5. That's quite easy. Click on 1. Click on shift. Click on 1 to 5. Right click and hide it. Can you see that? So there's row 1 to 5 is hidden. Okay, that's quite easy. What's the next thing they want us to do? Hide columns A, C, F, G, and H. Okay, so you click on A, C, A. You click on A, hold down Control, click on C, F. So it's A, C, F. Keep on holding Control down. Okay. G and H. Okay, so what do they want to do that? And then you hide it. Okay, so they want us to hide it. Right click, hide. Okay, so there they hidden it. Okay, so what do they want to do? Interrogate the data to find all the trees where the cost is less than £1. So there's your cost, and you got to interrogate your data. How do you do that? You click on cost on there, you go to home, you go to sort and filter, you go to filter, why is it not filtering? Oops, maybe it is. What's going on with my thing? Okay, sort and filter. And there we go. Okay, and unselect all. That's under pound, that's under pound, that's under pound, that's under pound, that's under a pound, up to there. Okay, that's all under a pound. That's over a pound, so you don't use it. Click on that and you go OK. And there's your data. So now we've interrogated the data. print this data. Okay, that's quite easy. You can even do this. You can do this. You go to File, Print, Print what? Print your selection. Go Preview. And that's what we want. Okay, so that's what we want. And you print it. Click on Print. Okay, so there we go. It's telling you everything. Okay, so what do we have to do next? Make sure your name. Okay, remember to put your name, candidate number, and print it in the head of the page. Select all the data. Okay, so now we must select all the data. So you click back on Filter and you unclick there, and it brings all your data back. Okay, select all of the data. Okay, so they want all the data, so we got to unhide those columns. So go across all of that, you go to unhide, and you bring all your data back. Is that all our data? Where's A? A is not here. Go up. Oh, why don't you stay up? Okay, so we got A, B, C, D, they're all there. Can you see that? Okay, so we got all our data here. Okay, interrogate this data to find all the trees where the size is 4 and the cost is greater than 2. Okay, so where's trees? Where trees where the size is 4, so we're using size. Size is 4 and the cost is greater, so that's quite easy. Go sort and filter. Filter. Sort and filter. Filter it. I hate it when it does this. It's got to be at the top. Well, mine has to anyway. Sort and filter. Okay, so the size must be. The size is 4. That's quite easy. You unselect it. You click on floor. And you go OK. And the cost is greater than £2. You go there. And you just unclick that. Unclick that. Unclick that. Unclick that. Unclick that. And you go OK. And there it is. Okay. Print this data. So you go File. Print Preview, Page Setup, put your name in the headers, which is going to be there, okay, and you print it. Okay, that's quite easy. Close. Make it, bring your data all back again, so you unclick that and your data comes back. What's next? Okay, that's it. That's how easy it is. Okay, that's the video.